President Buhari to appeal court's verdict on Ararume reinstallment. Federal government retires acting immigration chief. Plus, Russia launches drone attack on Ukraine. Well, hello and welcome to News Live in Viewer Television. My name is Joy Malik. Well, the presidency said President Muhammadu Buhari will appeal the court verdict on the restoration of Ifeanyi Ararume as the non-executive chairman of Nigeria National Petroleum Company Limited. Well, Buhari sacked Ararume, but a federal high court in Abuja voided the sack and reinstated Ararume, stating that the actions of the president were unlawful and illegal. Delivering judgment in a suit instituted by Ararume on Tuesday, Justice Eko awarded the sum of 5 billion naira against Buhari and NNPCL to be paid to Ararume as damages for his wrongful sack. However, presidential spokesman Femi Adesina in a statement said Buhari had taken due notice of the judgment by the Federal High Court in Abuja, which reinstated Ararume as NNPCL's non-executive chairman. Adesina further said Buhari respects the rule of law and nothing will be done outside the law to resolve the matter. Well, the governing board of the Nigerian Immigration Service has served a retirement notice to the acting Controller General of the service, Isa Idris, effective or not before April 24th, 2023. In a secret memo, the board cited the expiration of the one-year extension of service granted by President Buhari, directing the CGI to hand over to the most senior Deputy Controller General. The memo was signed by the Civil Defense Correctional, Fire and Immigration Service Board Secretary Obasi Edmond on the orders of the board chairman and Interior Minister Rauf Aregbosola. Well, in an open letter to the president signed by its spokesperson Akinwale Dennis, the CNIS claimed it was aware of suspected moves by Idris to lobby for a tenure extension after his current term expires on Monday, April 24th, 2023. Idris, who was Deputy Controller General, assumed duty as acting head of the service in September 2021 after the retirement of the former CGI Mohammed Babandede. The acting CGI was due for retirement when he turned 60 on April 24, 2022 under the civil service until Buhari extended his tenure by 1 year. Well, the Minister of Interior, Rauf Aregbosola, has launched a 5-year strategic plan to drive the country's internal security. Well, Aregbosola stated this in his remarks at the launch of the 5-year strategic plan of the ministry and its service board in Abuja. Well, Aregbosola noted that the plan would capitalize on the ministry's strength and position to significantly impact the critical issues bordering Nigerians' internal security. He added that available records and information had shown that the Ministry of Interior had operated without a strategic plan, noting that the required synergy to drive the internal security has been absent, hence the current level of gaps in security management in the country. The review was done by the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Interior, Shaib Bagori. Well, the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) has declared Ahmadu Umaru Fintiri as the winner of the Adamawa State governorship election. Well, the state returning office Professor Mohammed Malay, after the resumption of the collation, declared Governor of Interior of the People's Democratic Party, having scored the highest vote of 430,861 votes, followed closely by Aishatu Dahiru Binani of the APC, who scored a total of 396,788 votes.
That Umaru Ahmadu Fintiri of PDP, having satisfied the requirement of the law, is hereby declared the winner and
Shortly after the declaration, the governor delivered his acceptance speech at the Government House, Yola. He appreciates the people of the state for trusting him to lead them in the next 4 years, while assuring them of consolidating on the gains recorded in the 4 years of his administration.
History is made. It is made because of you. It is made because you reaffirm your willingness to support the good works we have started in Adamawa State. Fellow citizens, the shower of love isn't only overwhelming, but loaded with expectation. I must confess, I'm humbled the more. I wouldn't take this for granted. I'm humble and for not just what you want. What you want is not anything less than what we have always offered, which is patriotic service. I pledge to serve you all the times. Irrespective of whichever way you voted, I appreciate you for participating and do assure you to expect equal treatment of service that does not discriminate.
Well, the chairman, section of Public Interest and Development of the Nigerian Bar Association, Monday Ubani, have urged the Nigerian Bar Association to take disciplinary action against the embattled resident electoral commissioner in Adamawa State, who is also a lawyer. Well, the REC had stirred controversy when he declared the candidate of the All Progressive Congress, Aishatu Binani Dahiru, as the winner even as collation result was not yet concluded. The Independent National Electoral Commission subsequently suspended the collation of results in the state following the REC's action, but on Wednesday declared Ahmad Fintiri of the People's Democratic Party as the winner of the election. Ubani noted that the decision of INEC was equitable and in line with the Electoral Act 2022. He said INEC's stance against exoneration of wrong was a reflection of the outcry of the people. Well, you're still watching News Live on Viewer Television. Let's go on a quick break, and when we return, News Live continues. So stay tuned.
Before you came round, my heart would never be lost.
The story of a charmer and his crush.
Before you came round, I was ready to slow down. Before you came round, I was heading for a small disaster. Before you came round, I was ready to blow me down.
Tat Fragrance, the new luxury fragrance for men and women.
In this 21st century, where all the information we need is now in the palm of our hands, News from around the world, entertainment, celebrity gossip, sports, and much more. The only thing that you need is the right source. Viewer TV is now on the go. Simply check us out on our social media pages on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter for all the information you need.
Welcome back. If it is joining us, this is News Live on Viewer Television. We'll recap all of our top stories. President Buhari to appeal court verdict on Ararumel in reinstallment. Federal government retires acting immigration chief. Plus, Russia launches drone attack on Ukraine. Wales Bauchi state government strives to ensure enrollment of its citizens into the health insurance scheme. The Center for Justice, in collaboration with Journalists for Public Health and Development (J4PD), have organized a one-day town hall meeting for stakeholders to sensitize them on the importance of the scheme. Well, the meeting, which draws attention of the participants who are from different groups, including traditional and religious leaders, trade unions, as well as other civil society organizations, aims to sensitize the participants on the importance of the scheme and the right to health in Nigeria, at the end of which they are expected to cascade it down to their followers and members. Well, our Bauchi State correspondent Hawa Hassan completes the story.
Over the years, there has been a great concern about the realization of the right to health, particularly in Nigeria. But with the introduction of the Health Contributory Scheme, otherwise known as the health insurance, a lot of ease is being experienced, especially for the people that are enrolled into the system. However, in Bauchi, like some other states of the north, many people are yet to understand the importance of this despite government's effort to ensure its proper introduction and implementation.
Bauchi started this some years ago, and they had a lot of challenges because we in this part believe that it's only God that can ensure your life. But now, they've now said, okay, since everywhere in the world, they do contributory. If you don't fall sick, the money you've contributed and it's in a pool, they'll use it to help somebody. Rather than people coming to your door every day to say we are asking for money to go to the hospital, why don't we bring the money in one basket and help people who cannot afford to go to hospital?
The health contributory scheme is very, very important. One of the things it does is to reduce risk of financial hardship.
This calls for a collaborative effort between various stakeholders aimed at improving the realization of the right to health in Nigeria, which is why the Center for Social Justice, in collaboration with the Journalists for Public Health and Development (J4PD), organized this town hall meeting for uptake of health insurance in Bauchi State.
The people we targeted actually came. We wanted the traditional leaders, we wanted the religious leaders, we wanted Keke Napep, Achapa, and the media to be here. And all of them are here. So the government people already, they can afford their health care. It's the common people we wanted. That was why we went down the ladder to invite those groups, and I'm happy they are here.
We are doing our best, going to different states, talking to stakeholders, bringing all necessary parties on board so that everybody will then enroll into the health insurance program. Because we believe that if health insurance enrollment increases, then the health indicators of Bauchi people will increase.
Attendees, which include traditional and religious leaders, trade unions, and other civil society organizations, were a part of this meeting and had this to say.
To me, I can say it's very important because more especially to those vulnerable people.
We'll compare all what we heard from the organizers and we will present it to our people so that we can enlighten them to put their own contribution. Definitely, even in my next meeting with all the ministers, all the bishops under the Christian Council of Nigeria here in Bauchi State, I think I will bring it up as one of our agendum.
The participants made a vow to extend the knowledge of the importance of the scheme to their people so as to ensure the realization of the right to health. Awal Hassan, Viewer TV News, Bauchi.
Well, still in Bauchi State, the no fewer than 467 ad hoc staff engaged by the National Population Commission (NPC) for the 2023 census exercise in Bauchi State is yet to receive their allowances, a development which has sent them to the street to protest the non-payment of their allowances. Well, the spokesman of the ad hoc staff, Abbas Adamu, while addressing the State Director of the Commission and staff in Bauchi State, says they have done the job diligently but are yet to receive the due allowances. Well, the Bauchi State correspondent Hawa Hassan completes the story.
Entitlement! Where us our entitlement? We need our entitlement!
These are among the 467 ad hoc staff employed by the National Population Commission to provide support during the forthcoming 2023 census. They are yet to receive their due allowances, which is why they took to the streets, heading to the Commission's office to express their grievances. Along the way, some of the staff of the Commission were spotted by the protesters, who assumed they were planning to escape, a situation that caused chaos.
No, go to the office. Don't stay here. Stay. Don't stay.
A while later, the protestants convinced the Commission staff to reverse to the office, where they presented their complaints.
Payment of the allowances of the trainees was effected about 2 months ago. Some got their payment, others did not. Now, the worrying part of it is that there seems to be no clear-cut explanation as to why there is this unexplainable delay in the payment of those who have taken part in the exercise, who trained in Bauchi State. Some came from different locations, from far distances.
The protesting ad hoc staff claimed they were only demanding a clear explanation of why some of them are yet to receive their allowances.
I know people who had to sleep at the training center in the classrooms, didn't have money to feed, had to sell some of their properties in order to participate in the training.
Yes.
Now, the commonest, the simplest thing is one would expect that instead of allowing rumors to fly around, the Commission should come out openly and make a categorical statement about the payment of those who took part in the exercise but have not been paid.
Responding, the State Director of the National Population Commission lauded the ad hoc staff for carrying out the protest in a simple and violence-free manner.
I want to receive the complaints from the trainee facilitators who have not gotten their pay. I'm going to forward it to the Honorable Federal Commissioner. But I want to make it a point that this is not the first time we've been trying to address this issue. I've seen so many faces here that came to me personally and in group, and we discussed this. I'm so surprised that probably they were not satisfied with the efforts my Honorable Federal Commissioner has been making, and that's why they had to come themselves. But I want to thank them for being very civil in the way they are agitating for what they perceive is their rights.
Reports indicate that the protesting staff members had been hired by the National Population Commission to provide support for the 2023 census exercise in the state. But in Bauchi State, 467 are yet to receive their allowances. Awal Hassan, Viewer TV News, Bauchi.
Well, as part of efforts to conduct a credible 2023 census, population and housing census, the National Population Commission has urged enumerators and supervisors not to shy away from conflict and rejection. Well, this is contained in Chapter 6 and 7 of the NPC 2023 Census Training Curriculum obtained by Newsman. The NPC noted that conflict was expected to spring up during the census, adding that the NPC staff should be prepared to manage any eventuality that may occur. The curriculum read in part, in quote, conflict is a normal part of any healthy relationship and is typical in any assembly of people like that of census functionaries who usually are from diverse backgrounds and disciplines. The document also noted that the supervisor should make every effort to reach out to households or individuals who refuse to cooperate with enumerators so as to secure their permission. Well, the National Management Agency has confirmed receiving 107 stranded Libya returnees at the Murtala Mohammed Airport in Lagos State. Well, the Lagos coordinator Nema Ibrahim Fariloye, in a statement, said the agency's Director General Mustafa Ahmed, represented by the Chief Relief and Rehabilitation Officer Aziz Afuku, disclosed that the new set of returnees brought the total number of assisted voluntary returnees to 690 in 5 flights landing at the airport. Well, he elaborated in February 2023, a total of 105 stranded Nigerians were repatriated with an additional 281 assisted back to the country in March 2023. Well, the International Organization for Migration, with support of international partners, had been assisting distressed Nigerians stranded in Libya back to the country since 2017. Well, the Ondo State government has begun the 2023 promotion exercise for public servants in the state. Well, the state head of service Kayode Ogundele, while flagging off the exercise in Akure on Wednesday, called on the officers to always ensure efficient service delivery on their beat. He stated that efficient service delivery was vital as performance appraisal would henceforth be based on the input of workers. According to him, the only way officers can reciprocate the huge investments of the present administration in the welfare of workers is to put in their best. Well, he appreciated Governor Rotimi Akeredolu for yearly approving the promotion of deserving officers with the attendant financial benefits in spite of the downturn economic challenges. Well, the Federal Road Safety Corps has assured residents of Badagry coastal town in Lagos State of safety during and after the Eid al-Fitr celebration. Well, Suleiman Taiwo, the unit commander, Federal Road Safety Corps, Badagry, gave the assurance in an interview with newsmen on Wednesday in Badagry. According to the commander, this commando starts and Eid al-Fitr patrol on Thursday because the festival will be held from Friday to Monday the following week. An operation coming down, Taiwo said that what informed the modality was because most motorists plying Agbara-Badagry Expressway were always on high speed. Well, that's all we have in Newsline, but before we go, let's take a recap of the headlines. President Buhari appealed court verdicts on Ararume reinstatement. Federal government retires acting immigration chief plus. Russia launches drone attack on Ukraine. Well, many thanks for watching. I am Joy Malik. Please stay tuned and enjoy the rest of our programs. Good night.